What is welfare? Welfare is an ambiguous term, used in three main senses. Welfare commonly refers to well-being. In welfare economics, welfare is understood in terms of utility. People's well-being or interests consist of the things they choose to have. Welfare also refers to the range of services which are provided to protect people in a number of conditions, including childhood, sickness, and old age. The idea of the welfare state is an example. This is equivalent to the term social protection in the European Union. In the United States, welfare refers specifically to financial assistance to poor people, e.g. temporary aid to needy families. This usage is not generally reflected elsewhere. Why do we have welfare? The basic arguments for collective provision are humanitarian. Concerns about poverty and need have been central to many developments. Mutual self-interest. Many welfare systems have developed not from state activity, but from a combination of mutualist activities, gradually reinforced by government. Democratic. Social protection has developed in tandem with democratic rights. Practical. Welfare provision has social and economic benefits. Countries with more extensive systems of social protection tend to be richer and have less poverty. There is scarcely a government in the world that does not recognize the force of these arguments and make some form of collective social provision. The real disputes are not about whether welfare should exist, but about how much provision there should be and how it should be done. America's social safety net has expanded dramatically over the past 100 years. At the turn of the century, Americans still viewed themselves as rugged individualists. Families, local communities, and charities, often religiously based, formed the backbone of the social safety net of the time. The Great Depression of the 1930s changed much of that. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal established Social Security in 1935 and inaugurated the modern-day federal welfare program with a modest small program called Aid to Dependent Children. The next great expansion came during the Johnson administration in the 1960s, when Medicare, Medicaid, public housing, and other programs were established. Afterwards, much of America's welfare state remained largely unchanged until August of 1996, when a Republican Congress passed and President Clinton signed a sweeping welfare reform law that is still the subject of much controversy in public policy circles. Conservatives celebrate its sweeping work requirements and the dramatic decline in welfare caseloads that occurred in its aftermath. Liberals counter that most of the positive changes that occurred have been due to an improved economy and low unemployment. They point out that national poverty rates have not declined as much as welfare rolls, and express concern about what will happen when the economy loses steam.
Welfare, daycare, food stamps, fresh air camps. Seniors can't afford to live here anyway. Medicare, Medicaid, food assistance, family aid, school lunch, help the bunch. Everyone is at the lunch, food, shelter, hospital care, vaporized, drinks and air. What will people do? It's no longer up to you. Congress gonna pass welfare, out of gas, no check, out of go, no place you can go. What are they thinking of? Everybody's got a shove. What the heck? It's the end of welfare as we know it. It's the end of welfare as we know it. It's the end of welfare as we know it. What's going on? It's the end of welfare as we know it.